Hey guys, welcome back. This is Math 172, the final exam review. In this video, we'll be talking about conic sections in standard form using problem 22. So we're asked to take this equation and put it into standard form and then pick out all the important details. So we're given 9x squared plus 4y squared minus 18x minus 16y minus 11 equals 0. So I see that there's a positive x and a positive y, so I think to myself, this may be an ellipse. Okay? So I'm going to try and collect terms. So I'm going to put the x's together. So I've got 9x squared minus 18x, and then 4y squared minus 16y equals 11 over here. So now we're going to use the technique of completing the square. Let's take out the 9 and then we'll complete the square. So we've got 9 times x squared minus 2x, and then we're going to leave a blank, plus 4 times y squared minus 2y. We're going to leave a blank, equals 18. Now we're going to complete the square. So the way to do that is as long as a is 1, you take b, divide by 2, and then square it. So negative 2 divided by 2 squared is just 1. So that means, I'm going to do it in another color so you can see it. I'm going to add 1 to make this a perfect square. So I've really, 9 times 1 is adding 9. Since I added 9 on the left-hand side, I'm going to have to add 9 over here. Now, we're going to have to complete the square again in the y. So we've got y squared minus 2y. So we have negative 2 divided by 2 and square that. And we get plus 1 here again. But we're actually since there's a 4 out front, 4 times 1 is 4. Since we added 4 to the left-hand side, we have to add 4 to the right-hand side. Okay, so now, cleaning this up a bit, we know we've got 9 times x minus 1 squared plus 4 times y minus 1 squared equals 24. So we're getting close to the standard equation for an ellipse, but we've got to divide by 24. Right, because it's something squared plus something squared equals 1. So we're going to divide by 24 here, divide by 24 here, divide by 24 there. So x minus 1 squared divided by, this has a common factor. This is 3 and 8, and this is 1 and 6. All right, so we've got x minus 1 squared over 8 thirds plus y minus 1 squared over 6 equals 1 in standard form. Okay, so let's see. What can we determine from this? Well, we know the center of our ellipse. Center of our ellipse from here, HK, is 1, 1. We know the vertices are located, because this is our larger number, we know it's going to be one of these kinds of ellipses. The center is at 1, 1. The vertices are at x equals 1. And we're going to do 1 plus and minus the square root of 6. Because this is our a squared and that's our b squared. To find C, remember c squared is a squared minus b squared. So that's 6 minus 8 thirds. 18 thirds minus 8 thirds gives you 10 thirds as c squared. So c is the square root of 10 thirds. So that means our foci are at 1, 1 plus and minus root 10 over 3. This is the vertical ones. The other ones are going to be 1 plus and minus square root of 8 thirds, 1. All right, so this is how you do it. You have a funky equation, you collect your x terms and your y terms, you complete the square, and you get it into standard form. Once you have standard form, you can pick out values for h and k, thus finding the center, for a squared and b squared, thus finding the vertices, and then using a and b, you can find c, then determine where the focuses are. All right, guys, this has been conic sections in standard form. Thanks.